Hey, my name is Noelle, and I live with multiple mental disorders, including borderline personality disorder. And I wanted to talk about one of the symptoms of BPD, which is paranoia and dissociation, getting into the description of it, but also how it affects my life. Paranoia is definitely going to look different in everybody. I don't have every aspect of it, but I definitely struggle with a lot of them. And so I would say thinking that people are following me or like watching my movements, especially in public. Shopping is really difficult. It feels like people are trying to listen to my conversations or they're trying to like get near me on purpose, and that will make me so rageful that I like can't contain it, to the point where like I would fight them, no hesitation. Like, that's not normal. And I don't know how I thought it was normal. Those are just strangers. And so, like, even in situations where I'm talking to people that I know, I'm still paranoid. I'm paranoid that they are um, trying to say things like to insult me or make fun of me, and I just don't understand. And it's really difficult to think that about people that you care about. And so I have a tendency to just push people away and just not interact at all because I can't handle it. I will misinterpret a lot of the things that people say as insulting or like making fun of me, and so sometimes it's just better to not interact with people, um, which is very lonely, and I wish that I would have managed it a lot better. If I would have known earlier, then my relationships would probably be a lot better. I also have like a really difficult time forgiving people, and so that has also cost me a lot of friendships. So I've definitely like cut a lot of people out of my life for that. I don't feel that anyone actually cares about me. I don't think that anyone wants to know anything about me or my life or my mind or anything. Like, nobody talks to me like they care, and I can't tell if that is me putting that on them or if that's actually true. So it's very hard to like differentiate any of this, and so I just have a tendency to not talk to people, because it's so much easier than having to try and figure out what people mean, like what your intentions are. The thing is, I actually do crave connection with people. Um, but it's just like sometimes it feels too difficult to maintain. And so it's just easier to just not talk to anybody. So, paranoia and dissociation are kind of put together on this symptom list of borderline. Dissociation is very much like disconnecting from reality or disconnecting from yourself. Like your mind just kind of like snaps, and it almost feels like you're perceiving yourself from the outside. Times that I've experienced actual like dissociation or derealization has been scary. Times that I can remember would be in arguments, so like really heated arguments. There gets to a point where I just almost like disconnect from myself and my body and my mind. Like, I almost just like black out, um, and feel like I'm witnessing it from the outside, or that like the person I'm talking to isn't real, or the environment isn't real, like the room that I'm in isn't real. And it intensifies the terrible emotions that I'm already feeling, and just adds this layer of like fear on top of it. It's very uncomfortable. Also, I know that part of it too is like becoming emotionally numb. I will get to a point where I'm so incredibly stressed, so incredibly like upset that I just shut down all of my emotions and just won't have any. And like I won't care about anything. And that is definitely the mind's way of coping. We're feeling way too many emotions. This is terrible. And the best option is to just shut it all down. And in those moments, too, I can say a lot of terrible things because if I don't care about anything, then I'm going to say that I don't care about anything. I can become like a very cold person in those moments. Went on vacation recently and was walking a lot and was hot and stressed, and I was doing so many mental compulsions that I like disconnected from reality. Like didn't recognize the person that I was there with. I didn't understand how I got there, where I was, what was happening, who I was, or like why would I go somewhere that causes me stress. I was so upset that I had gone somewhere like away from my home that I was hysterical. I have this really hilarious picture, which is so like devastating looking, but I think it's funny. It's me in so many ways because I'm very dramatic and I'm just trying my best to like manage my blood sugar and also cry and like have fun at the same time. And that's just like a good depiction of me. That's just part of who I am, and I have multiple mental disorders, and the fact that I'm even awake and doing things is something that I'm proud of. If I can get out of bed and go do anything, then that's a win for me. So I'm not going to be like ashamed of it. I do get very irritated how paranoid I get because I shouldn't be so on edge all the time. Like I wish that I could enjoy going out places more and not be so hypervigilant. I want to be able to like relax and have fun. And if I ever snap at anybody, I immediately regret it because like they're not doing anything. It's not their fault. They don't know what's going on. But I think it's important for me to share things like this because if you do have somebody in your life that is struggling with their mental health, like in their upset or snapping at you, it's not necessarily because you are doing anything. It's just because they're struggling so much and they're uncomfortable that like they might just be taking it out on you. And yes, you don't deserve that, but maybe trying to come from like a place of compassion with them is like can be like such a gift, you know. And so if you're able to do that for people, I think that is like you're a really good person if you can put up with those things. And like coming from a non-judgmental place is a beautiful thing. And so like that's the only thing that I regret about my emotions and like my paranoia is just like sometimes I like get very like snappy at people. I misinterpret things. I swear I'm a good person, and most of the time I am fine. It's not every interaction that I have, but it is substantial enough to affect like the relationships that I have with people. And I am a really good person, and I'm trying so hard to like connect with people like in a meaningful way, and that's all I want, you know. I am not a professional, and I am just sharing the things that I have noticed. So like if this is something that If this is something that is affecting you or your relationships, I would definitely try to talk to somebody and just get their opinion. I am going to go through the other symptoms of BPD in other videos, just because there's so much to go through and it is really hard to talk about these things. Listening to myself talk while I edit it and knowing that like I have to deal with such heavy things is hard, and I don't need pity and I don't need anyone to like feel bad for me. I've chosen to be like unmedicated and just like raw crazy, and that's okay. That's like what I that's how I want to deal with it. Learning that I have BPD was like a huge step in the right direction anyway, because then I could kind of see why I'm acting certain ways a lot better. And so it's already kind of changed my responses and management of the symptoms. So I'm going to go through the rest of those symptoms in other videos. I would love to answer any questions that you have, and thank you for watching.